welcome back. Uh, I moved my brick today. Walked a mile. Actually, did a really good pace. I'm not racing, but it's nice to kind of pick it up every now and then. Really get down. Uh, Something I was thinking about. I've been thinking about like, should I make a video today? What do I talk about? Something that's kind of been on my mind. Like, so I know that you could say, oh, hey, when you start the video, why don't you edit it out when you walk up? And one, editing. I don't like editing. Two, I think it's more raw. Like you guys, I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to like alter what I do to like oh yeah, it'd be better for the view. It's life. I think social media and just the internet as a whole does a really good job of lying to us already. Like when you see a guy with a six pack take 15 pictures because only one of them has good lighting. I don't want to be another statistic in that. And two, like the biggest reason of all is that when I look at myself, watch the video back, and I see that fucking fat pack of hot dogs on the back of my neck, I don't like that. It keeps me humble. I probably need it. Every time I walk and I see that, it's like it gives me a little more motivation to, get rid of the pack of hot dogs or pound of hamburger, whatever it is back there. I hate that feature about me, and I think it's okay to want to change. But I swear I'm not making these videos just to roast myself. Um, I was thinking about some of the biggest like contributing factors to like why weight can be such an issue for some people, and me in particular. And two big things keep coming up. It's like isolation and accessibility. If you were addicted to cocaine and you wanted to stop doing cocaine, you just don't go places where you know cocaine's going to be. But with food, it's like okay, you need to do cocaine to survive, but you can only do a little bit every day. And you've already done enough cocaine for the next 4 years, so just do less every day. And it's it's as especially as Americans, we eat with everything. You get married, you have food. You go to a funeral, they have food. You go to church, they have food after church. Somebody comes into town that you haven't seen in 4 years, you go out to eat. You have a special your anniversary, you take your wife out to dinner. It's like Jesus Christ, we eat with everything. Not that it's bad, it's still our responsibility as individuals to maintain that. It's not easy though, and it's it's a battle, you know. So there's the accessibility of it, and then there's isolation. So I've seen like clips of my 600 pound life, and I see some of the serving sizes they give themselves, and I'm like, I could polish that off. I could do that. Like it kind of scares me in a way. But something else I know about that same serving size is I would never let somebody watch me eat that. You want to make a fat guy, me in particular, if you want to make me uncomfortable, come watch me eat. Like I'm so self-conscious about it, so I isolate instead of like leaning into that uncomfortableness and using that to fuel change. I just like, I kind of, just shovel it in my mouth, and it's not good. It's actually quite bad. But it's another one of those things that, like, especially like with COVID, nobody goes out anymore. Nobody has friends. Everybody kind of stays to themselves. I've been trying to, stretch those bounds. Try to be uh, more of an outdoorsy guy. I mean, that doesn't get more than that. That's just where I'm standing, not where I'm living. Uh, I think one of the shit. I totally lost my train of thought. There's there's something about the isolation where you just you know, I don't know. I guess it's my body protecting itself in the same way that using food as a coping mechanism was also to protect myself at some point. Um, it's just, in a long term setting, stuff like that is really bad. Oh, I didn't catch it. I don't know. It's just it's hard not to feel disgusted, and at the same time, you know that you have to. Sorry, there was a deer that ran by, and I have ADD. Uh, you have to not look at yourself in a disgusted kind of way. You have to you really have to practice self love to really care about yourself enough to actually get out of these toxic habits. It's hard. Um, like yesterday, I just made a video about it. I went shot around, shot some hoops for like 30 minutes. My knees hurt, my arms hurt. All I did was throw a basketball, and it's like, man, I remember when I was younger, I could literally, you know, I could run 5 miles a day. Granted, I was 170 pounds and not 300. It's just it's rough. It's literally one day at a time. Tomorrow never comes, and everything that happened before today doesn't matter. You just have to do the work today. And it seems simple, but it's not. It's not as easy as it sounds. But it's worth it. It's worth doing the work. I think I've lost probably 30 pounds, maybe 25. My scale actually, I was too heavy for my scale at home. So until I started losing a little bit of weight, my scale didn't even read it. At about 315 is when it started working, and then last Tuesday I hit uh, 300.2. So hopefully this next week I'll be down into the 200s. Um, that's also another thing I really thought about is scale anxiety. I've been down to like 260, 250 previously, from about this this range. So I've lost about 60 to 50 pounds. And I used to get on the scale every day and be like, oh, it didn't go down. It didn't go down a pound. I went up 2 pounds since yesterday. It's like, well, yeah, I didn't go to the bathroom, or I drank 2 bottles of water. So it's like you got to trust the process. If you're doing the right things and you're eating the right amount of calories, like even you could lay in bed all day and just don't eat more than your BMR, and you're gonna lose weight over the 2 week period. Just and that's what I do now. I do it once a week, and if I get to the point where the scale makes me feel anxious or I feel bad about seeing the scale, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that in the sense that like if I fuck up my diet or I overeat and then it's like, oh, I'm heavy now. It's like, no, if I'm anxious and I know I'm doing the right things, I'm just gonna put off I don't need to know the weight. This is a lifestyle. I'm not. This isn't a math problem. I'm not looking for numbers. I'm looking for results. And I think, especially after walking my mile today, because I honestly thought I'd be a lot more sore legs wise, just from shooting around and walking. Um, the 8th will be a month that I've walked a mile a day. I think when the 8th hits, which will be my 1 month of walking a mile a day, I think I'm going to take my starting weight and I'm going to subtract what I'm weighing then, and I will do what I've heard some people call I'm not exactly sure what they call it. It's like a reward walk or a motivational walk where you take all the pounds that you've lost and you put them in a book bag and then you walk a mile with those. And then when you're done, take the weight out and be like, yeah, that's literally the progress. That 35 pounds that I don't have to walk with on my back and I can breathe a little easier. I think that'll be good for helping me shift the paradigm of looking in the mirror every day and not seeing any results. I think that's a big thing too, is like these changes that we make, if we don't see the progress, it gets easier to slip back into the old habits. So I try to think of ways to keep it fresh in my mind that, hey, these changes aren't going to happen overnight. But if you keep doing them every day, you will change. And sometimes we get so used to looking in the mirror over and over and over and over that you don't see it. I genuinely, when I look in the mirror, I don't see that I've lost any weight. I don't know. And I get told all the time that they're like, hey, you losing weight? And yeah. I'm either dieting right or I have cancer. Or both. I don't know. I ate a lot of hot dogs growing up. Who knows what's in those? I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things where you kind of sit back and you kind of have to take it all in, because like I walked, I ate good food. You know, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Like I feel like I've lived my life at a pace of like, I got to do this, I got to catch up. I'm behind. Where am I going? What am I doing? Holy shit, I'm not going to get there. And now I've done all the work. I've got the rest of the night to myself. What? It's like, okay, I did it. Now what? And there's nothing to do. You wait. You do the same thing tomorrow. It's an odd concept to grasp. And it's it feels good, I think. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm just a busybody, but just to sit here and be like, yeah, all those things on my checklist that I was supposed to do today, I did. It's odd. I mean, one, it's odd that I started making the right choices and I'm actually sticking to it, and I'm not just like, hiding myself from the world because I feel fat, or I'm so ashamed that I don't go out and eat in public. I'm not sneaking away in the middle of the night to go get a bite to eat where nobody can see me and judge me. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of those feelings tied up in me somewhere. I think it happens to a lot of people. I don't know. I just wanted to rant about some stuff today. I hope it helps you guys. It helps me. I mean, this is essentially just a journal, right? I'm just out here talking to myself. And if you guys want to watch and hang out in the comments, man, I can't thank you guys enough. It's awesome. It really is. I don't know. I don't know if I could have had any better comments. Like, you guys are always so supportive. It's really amazing. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll grab another brick. We'll keep building. My name's Greasefire Milo. See you tomorrow. I don't feel like a dork today.